Glad to have you join us again on Court Digest Extra on Court TV News Lagos. This segment, we are talking ICT development, coding made easy. My guest at this time is Olasheni Cole. He's an ICT expert. Good morning, Olasheni.
Yeah,
Welcome.
good morning. Thank you for having me here.
All right, so it's the 21st century. Everything is going electronic. We talk ICT and what's the relevance?
Okay, very good. If you look at the world today, everything is becoming digital. You're having digital marketing. You're having e-business. You're even having e-commerce where you can even buy everything online. So if we don't flow with that trend, the world will pass by us. People think it's something that is just for a selected few.
But really, is it not?
Well, it isn't actually, to be honest with you.
Okay. All right. But then what's the cost implication? Because I'm trying to imagine the regular public schools I see around. Do we have a facility for that kind of program, or is it just for some, maybe the highbrow areas where you have the private schools to pay 6 digits as fees, and all that? Is it easily accessible, the training and all that?
Okay, yes, our trainings are definitely, we train in schools. We have different modules. We have trainings in schools and we have after school also. Now, for our training in schools, we actually have some schools we work with, and we're actually still expanding. Now, for public schools, because of the number of students in public schools, and also because of the facilities not really available in public schools, it's kind of a bit difficult for us.
All right. Now, looking at the Nigerian system, how much of progress do you think we can make?
We've not scratched the surface. I'm going to say
Okay.
that. We still have a very long way to go. A very, very long way to go. And in 2018, we have a vision to actually enter into more states in Nigeria, not just Lagos State alone. We are in Lagos and Ogun states, but we want to actually enter into more states, create this awareness, let a lot of kids enter into this flow of coding. For instance, if a child is going to be an accountant in future, coding skills he learns analytical thinking, he learns to be innovative, he learns problem solving skills, he learns sequencing. So all these things he learns as a child when he codes, as he grows older to be an accountant, he's able to put these skills on his job and is even more productive on his job. So entering into more territories is what we actually want to do. I want to even partner with people also so that we can actually be more effective in doing that. And like I said, we have to dig deep. We've not really scratched the surface.
All right. So if we're here to scratch the surface and we're hearing some really lofty successes, then it means that there is so much more we can achieve. Let's look at the level of reception that this is receiving.
We still have a lot more to do in that area. Like so many of the schools that we work with, some of them we actually have to take a lot of time sensitizing them of what coding is all about, because they're like, we are already doing ICT in our school. We have an ICT teacher.
Yeah.
And now we make them understand that coding is actually not ICT in its sense, in the subjects, in what they do in the school.
Recently, Olasheni were nominated for the Future Awards Africa Prize in Education.
Yes.
Okay, so how did that turn out?
Well, it was an eye opener for me. It's actually made me understand that there's a lot of work to be done. Mm-hmm. It made me know that what we are doing is actually being recognized, and it's actually a good thing. Because sometimes you're running a project and you feel so isolated. You feel so, you could get discouraged sometimes. But when you get recognitions like this, it actually encourages you. Mm-hmm. And it actually made me understand that what we are doing is actually a great thing. And there's room for improvement, and there's also a lot of work to be done.
All right. So let's look at Nigeria. In the next, we do 5 or maybe 10 years, where do you see Nigeria in the cyberspace and the ICT space?
Okay, I see Nigerians at the helm of top tech companies like Google, Facebook, even Amazon and Microsoft, because we Nigerians have actually embraced coding. And we're actually solving problems. It's marveling, to see the innovative works coming out of Nigeria. Yeah. So I see Nigerians at the helm of, all these tech institutions out there. And also I see many of the tech institutions are actually coming out of Nigeria, actually competing with many of these outfits also that are established out there. Yeah.
All right, and to achieve that, we must groom our people from when they're young.
Yes.
That's like in football, you can't afford to just wait till they are 20 to their 25 to call them under 21. I mean, you just have to keep training them from when they're kids.
Exactly.
All right, well, it's been a pleasure having you on Call Digest Extra today. We'll look forward to seeing you again very soon. All right. The very best wishes for you.
Thank you so much.
All right, that's been it on this segment, talking ICT development, coding made easy. So, the whole thought about it's a hard thing, it's something for the boys alone, something for the men alone. No, it's not that way. Anyone can thrive in this if your mind is set to achieve that. So just make up your mind. That's the first thing, and then you move on. And I tell you, the world has gone digital, so you just have to join this train if good success must be recorded.